Yeah, you didn't know you're messing with an official Sea Org member. Yeah, I can teleport now.
Bro, why are you yelling? Who is this guy?
47, 47, 47! I'm holding up the fingers! Why is the video starting, Michael?
What's going on? You guys like filming a TikTok or something?
47! Michael! I think we have to be in the same frame for the video to start! Michael, get in the same frame as me, Michael!
Okay, just come over here then.
Michael! There's a murderer between us that wants to kill us!
Bro, you joined the Sea Org. You can just teleport over here.
Genius! 47! Now that I'm an official Sea Org member, I have to do an interview with them so that way they know where to place me.
Sweet.
Do you have a phone on you?
Yes.
Just leave that side. Okay, cool. Do you mind if I just keep it?
Sure, do whatever you want to do with it, yeah.
Do you have any other like electronics or anything?
Nope, I have my keys, that's it.
Okay.
They bring out the cans again. Now that I know they're secret, I'm not going to squeeze the cans this time. Obviously it doesn't work because I'm not squeezing them. But it's because my hands are too dirty. That's why it's not working.
I'm going to have you wash your hands before we start then.
Okay.
So apparently, their high-tech brain analyzer doesn't work if you have dirty hands.
I go and I wash my hands.
Fine. You want to set down the cans really quick?
I'm still not playing along with their games. And of course, the cans don't work again. But this time, it's because my hands weren't powdery enough.
Are they not working?
Do you want to just wash them again and just put some of this on in there? Just on
Sure,
your hands?
sure.
It's just powder for your hands. You just rub it in.
It's gonna work this time. My hands weren't powdery enough, I don't think. Okay, I've powdered my hands, it's gonna work. Also, what's the squeezing the cans do before?
Just helps the sensitivity for it.
Okay, awesome.
I have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
Do you need to have like your hat and your glasses on?
No, I don't. Do you want me to take them off?
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Is it fine if I see your glasses really quick?
Yeah, sure.
What kind of glasses are these?
They're the new Snapchat ones.
Oh, what do they do?
I think back when like Snapchat was a thing, they used to take like 10-second videos or whatever.
Okay.
But
Do you mind if I keep these with your phone?
yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool. Just give me a second, okay?
Okay.
He's actually. What's he do? He's been live streaming?
That's the fork. Hey, Nasima. Give me a second, okay?
Wait.
They're Snapchat glasses.
Has he been filming?
He didn't say he was, but...
How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know that they're Snapchat glasses? Is that what he told you?
Hey, just told me. Look.
What do we have to tell him as we
They take my glasses, they put them in their drawer. Our entire time in Scientology, everyone always was super happy and they put that fake smile on their face because they have to, it's one of their rules. Now they took our spy glasses, we had to see some behind the scenes footage of how Scientologists actually act now that nobody's looking.
Let's hear some Scientology drama. Let's hear this.
Just tell him to get that and bring it to me. And if I need more data, then I'll tell him. But he should get whatever data and then bring it to me.
Okay,
So what's needed is what you're telling me. Then it should be
I don't
sufficient.
know why you're yelling at me like that. Yeah.
Because honestly, when you ask me a bunch of questions about unqualified service, people who are not qualified for services at this time, it drives me insane because I feel like I have comm cycles about Murray Canals 8,000 times a week.
Hello?
All those girls, she's strippers. Like, they have conversations about how they're like strippers. He's vile. He's actually a vile human being.
Yeah,
And, I'm actually disgusted by this individual.
I get it.
But that's right after he finished the sex check. The motherfucker should have been, kicked off of fucking service.
Yeah, totally.
And he's also actively smokes weed in his house. I told you. The dude is a piece of shit.
I feel you.
In his house!
Oh my gosh, no
Oh
way.
no, not in the house! Like there's no other place that you're allowed to smoke weed in California except for in your house. After the student knowledge reports, our guy comes back in to take the glasses back.
He's got nothing wrong with me. I'm just gonna confront him because it's fucking point. Like, it's stupid. What do you mean? Nothing makes sense what he's saying. What do you say?
He's trained in engineering, yet he's on Tosh.0. Yet he's a slackliner, yet it just doesn't fucking make any sense. So, it's just stupid. So I'm not gonna do the interview with him. I'm just gonna confirm all the fact that he's lying.
It's so funny because all this stuff is actually true. I was working as an engineer. I am a professional slackliner. I was on Tosh.0, and he's like, this guy can't be doing all of these things. This guy must be lying.
I love how they think that your life and your lifestyle it's so far-fetched that it's impossible.
I know.
I think that's hilarious.
It's just funny. This guy's life is so crazy, he has to be lying. So I'm gonna screw the interview and I'm just gonna catch him in his lie.
So I'm not gonna do the interview with him. I'm just gonna confirm all the fact that he's lying. I'm gonna show me what he's doing.
Wait, did you do an interview with him?
Yeah, I did. I started the interview. It's just none of his answers make any sense.
Oh.
It's just pointless.
So what happened? What exactly happened?
Like, I put him on the meter, started doing the AJ check.
Yeah.
So he does work for Comedy Central.
I'll take that. I'll work for Comedy Central. That's fine with me.
Comedy Central hire us.
Yeah, Comedy Central, if you're watching, like, we'd like to work for you.
Yeah, I would love to work for you.
Yeah.
Yet he doesn't. He told me he doesn't, but then when I asked him specifics about it, he was on the TV show. Like,
What does it matter that he works for Comedy Central?
I never said that I worked for Comedy Central. We'll just let them believe that, though. That's a good thing for them to believe.
Like what's
He's
the...
pointing at that the guy keeps changing the story.
he's changing his story. He's just being dishonest.
Okay.
There's a camera in here, and he knows what's on
How
his
did you
phone.
find out?
Because that's what it is. I asked him. He said it's a Snapchat. Glasses.
No, like, you just asked him randomly in the interview?
No, I said, give me your glasses. Can I see them real quick? They look weird. And
You made
there's
the interview, like before the interview?
before the interview started.
Oh.
And if you see right there, there's a shiny thing. It's a camera. So he said it's their Snapchat glasses. This morning he met with a guy from Comedy Central.
Again, we don't work for Comedy Central, but we would love to. Comedy Central, please hire us.
He's like, he said he doesn't work for Comedy Central, but he was on Tosh.0, so he must work for Comedy Central. That's the only logical solution.
His friend got a great job offer. It's just like, okay. So
it's been on this whole time?
I don't know if it's on him.
Did you ask him?
He says it's not recording. That's what he said.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
He believes that they're Snapchat glasses, which is a lie. Why is this the one thing you'd be honest about?
Hey, okay, so
let's check Snapchat.
let's first of all, are these recording at all?
No.
Okay, so they're not recording at all.
No.
Okay. Okay, good.
Now his goal is to prove me wrong in my life story. He has my phone from earlier, and he starts going through my phone. He opens my messaging app and goes through every single conversation I've ever had. Everything personal in my life. Like, he saw everything. Then he goes through my Google search history. Lucky enough, I do all my Google search history on my computer, so nothing was on my phone about Scientology. He goes through all my search history, finds nothing. He was going through my phone, trying to prove me wrong, but couldn't do so for 6.5 hours. As he starts going through my phone, my spyglasses die. And he had my phone, so I couldn't get the audio. So I was just screwed on video. They had the room locked. They wouldn't let me leave. I was there for 6.5 hours of them going through my phone. I was no longer there to record, and the only thing going through my head was, Ben, get out of there. You have to leave. They had 3 people come in. It's 3 against 1, and they're just screaming at me like, why are you lying? Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth. We'll let you leave. But your story makes no sense. You don't tell us the truth now, we're not going to let you go. You can only leave once you tell us the truth. And I'm like, I am telling you the truth. This is everything you guys want to know. And I was stuck there. There was no way for me to leave. Finally, after 6.5 hours, I told him that I had to go to my job interview. I made some stupid excuse up for them to let me leave. He said that he wanted to see me back the next day. So I went back.
And since he got caught with the spyglasses, those are no longer an option, so we can only record with our phone for audio.
Basically, here's the deal. I'm just gonna be straight with you.
Okay.
Obviously, there were several things that I found from going through your phone with you that you weren't being honest about yesterday in the interview. So,
Like what?
I was giving you the chance to just be honest, and so was Guy, to just be honest with us in regards to the interview. If you were me, you would obviously think the person was being dishonest with you, right?
I think I would look at my life and be like everyone thinks I'm lying when I tell them about my life, you know what I mean? I do like unbelievable things. I'm trying to see it from like your perspective right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I mean, I guess I'm just a weird guy.
So you're not going to be permitted inside the organization anymore unless
Oh, really?
you're willing to like come clean on the fact of what you were doing.
Uh-huh.
If you're willing to admit to that, then fine, we could probably work something out, but otherwise like, I'm not going to have you here anymore because there's been too many occurrences also with the staff of you saying various things that indicate you've been like looking and researching
really?
things online.
Like what?
There's been various things you've said that
Like what did I
prove
say?
that you have.
Like what?
Just data and stuff you were giving to Jermaine at a certain point.
I just want, like, what they say I was saying that was, like, fishy.
There was the video you were filming when you went into the event, and I get it, you stopped doing it when somebody, like, raised their voice at you.
Well, I always do that. I'm always like, hey, I'm at a party, you know, and I was just, so I was saying it to my friend Michael because he's at work. That was the whole point of it. And
I get that, but then you also have the fact that your friend was, like, in a meeting with somebody from, like, a social media company.
Are you talking about the meeting yesterday morning? We were literally talking about hashtags and trending hashtags.
Okay, fine. But like I said, there's just too many things that just indicate you weren't being totally honest. If at some point later you decide to come back and you want to, like, admit to whatever it was, I don't even, like, I'm not going to accuse you of anything specific.
Can you at least let me know, like, what it is? That way I can, like, come back and say, like...
I mean, you were obviously covering up things on your phone. You were covering up things you had seen. Admit to whatever it was. Whatever it was you didn't want to be known or seen or whatever, then you can do that, and then we can probably work something out that way.
Okay, can you at least give me, like, one example of something that I did?
I mean, there was, like, when I was trying to go through your history, and then you finally pulled up your history after saying you didn't know how to find it.
That's not, like, a regular thing I do. Like, I know I'm always on my phone, but I'm not always on my history of my phone, if that makes sense. Like a history of my phone, it's not, like, an importance to me. I just didn't know how it worked.
I still don't totally believe that, because you found it pretty fast when we finally took the privacy setting off.
Well, that's just because, I mean, there's 3 buttons. This is what I did. So I went to this, and then there's, like, 3 buttons. So, I mean, it's like, it's one of those 3. So, like, it was just trial and error. Like, I hit one, didn't work. Hit the other one, didn't work. Hit the third one, it worked.
I know, but the other thing, if you look at it, again, from my perspective, you're a social media guy.
Yeah.
So I don't believe you don't know how to use your phone. You use it for all kinds of stuff.
That's different. Search history and social media is different.
But you're a computer guy, too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
but still, like, Google search history and computers are, like, different. I was designing in SolidWorks, which is a 3D program. Yeah. This is Google search history, which I never have experience with.
Okay. Goodbye. So, fine. Like I said, if at some point in the future you decide to come back and you want to just, like, admit to whatever it was, then fine.
Okay. What was the negative propaganda you said I was talking to Ermine about? Because I don't think I ever told her about any negative propaganda.
You told her about something. It was something having to do with, like, you were talking to her about something having to do with OT levels, which you would only have the data on if you had gone somewhere to look for it.
Really?
But there's something you mentioned to her.
Do you know what it was, or?
I don't necessarily, but she does.
What'd she say that?
She didn't give me specifics on it. We don't really get into those things, but she's aware of what it was that you said. That's like, you can't explain that away. There's only one way you would have found that. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to come clean on what it was you were doing, what you've been doing, and things you've been looking at, then fine. But until that point, you're not going to be around here.
You know what I mean? Tell me what the negative propaganda was.
No, she's not going to.
What do you think I was being dishonest about? Like,
I already went over it with you. There's many different things.
I always add, and you always say, like, it's many different things. Like, you never, like, tell me a thing. I'm like, so what am I...
I went through, like, 6 specific things with you.
You didn't say anything I've been, like, dishonest about, though.
Yeah, it's the fact that you've been looking at negative stuff.
So the Snapchat glasses, that was just... So we need to look for TikTok. We've just been trying to, like, get into character for these TikTok things. The glasses only record... Like, they weren't even on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if they still even work. Like, they're just literally just a fashion thing.
Okay.
Like, we used to wear them all through school. The teachers loved them and everything, so...
Yeah.
I didn't think you guys would get offended by Snapchat glasses.
Okay, fine.
Like, everyone I've ever shown those glasses to have thought they were cool. Yeah. Like, I used to bring them into the Catholic church all the time, and they loved them. I just, like, thought from experience, like, oh, you guys will love them too, you know? Like, oh, Snapchat glasses, those are cool. I thought you guys would think they're a good thing, not a negative thing.
Fine. But like I said, there are other things, so if you are, like, if you decide to, like, just be honest about everything, then you can always call me, schedule an interview, and then we can do one. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, so obviously the main reason they kicked me out was because I said Xenu to Ermine. Xenu is the forbidden word. You're not allowed to say it because they think I'll get pneumonia if I say it. I don't know. Scientology's weird. Because they couldn't acknowledge that Xenu exists, they kind of had to come up with some other reasons they got kicked out. The next reason they kicked me out was because I didn't know how to access my search history. So for real, I didn't know how my search history worked on my phone. But it's really as easy as going to history, and there's 3 buttons you can choose. Because I said I didn't know and I found it so fast, that's proof that I'm hiding something in their eyes. The last thing they kicked me out for was I took a selfie when I was at their party.
Scientology party! We made it! Yeah!
Apparently that's bad and they don't like that, so it is funny that the selfie is their best piece of evidence against me for kicking me out of the church. Like, what church kicks you out for taking a selfie? I thought the selfie was actually a positive thing for Scientology. I was like, look, we're partying, this is fun. It just sucks being falsely accused for something I didn't even do.
Yeah, dude, it reminds me of the witches in, like, the Salem witch trial.
You're probably wondering why you're tied up to this tree right now. because you've been accused of being a witch. I know your secret.
I have no secret. I told you the truth. I'm not a witch. Witches aren't real.
Okay. Then explain this!
That's just a tree branch.
Wait, really?
We're in the forest, man. Look around. There's millions of those.
Okay, fine. However, we did find this broom. The only explanation for you owning a broom is that you're a witch.
Oh yeah, that? I just got that thing, man. It's perfect. I used it to sweep my house.
Sweeping? You really think I'm gonna believe your sweeping story when there's clearly videos online of you using this to fly?
Ooh.
Ah, I love that video. So this is one of my favorite TikToks, man. Dude, that's all movie magic nonsense, dude. We're in Hollywood.
I still don't totally believe that because that was like one of the most realistic things I've ever seen. Okay, fine. I also placed 3 cups by your feet. One of them has a ball underneath it. If you can find out which cup has the ball, I'll let you live.
Okay, it's not that one. Yeah, it's not that. It's gotta be this.
Aha! That proves you're a witch. I hope you enjoy your life on Earth because you're going to-
Whoa, what do you mean, aha? There's only 3 cups. Let me explain my process. I had 3 options. I knocked one over, ball wasn't there. I kicked the second one over, ball still wasn't there. Therefore, by process of elimination, the ball has to be under the 3rd cup, which it was.
Well, again, I still don't totally believe that because you found it pretty fast once it gave you the chance to find the ball.
I literally couldn't have gone any slower.
If you look at it from my perspective, the style you used to flip the cups is so good, there's no way that you're not a professional cup flipper.
Being a witch and being a professional cup flipper, that's different.
Well, I still don't totally believe that because you were really good at flipping over the cups.
Can you at least just give me one thing that proves that I'm a witch?
The last thing, you took a 6-second selfie at your party the other night. It doesn't prove you're a witch, but it's the only thing I have and I'm sticking with it. With the powers I'm paying thousands of dollars for,
I'm telling you,
I
man,
hereby
I'm not a
sentence
witch.
you
You're not
to
listening.
death by fire!
No.
Dude, I'm about to light myself on fire.
It's currently 2:23, and we're about to light Michael on fire outside of the Scientology building. Oh my gosh! You ready? Oh, we're getting the wet towel ready. Safety first, guys. Safety first. I'm wearing this wig so that way they don't recognize me. That was a crazy start to our morning.
Rise and shine, baby.
Yeah!